And here we are now, after getting 99 mining in the last video, along with some other levels to get the Varrock Elite Diary done. It is time to continue working towards max. That's max with a C, apostrophe S, not with an X, because I want to go to his island and buy his cape. And the next skill I want to work on in this video is going to be fishing. Probably not going all the way to 99 in this video, but I want to work on the collection log stuff. Oh wait, it's not a minigame, it's a boss, isn't it? It's very high level, scary boss. I want to go to Tempoross this video, which you probably already knew by the title or thumbnail or something. I've not been to Tempoross at all on this account. In fact, I don't really have much experience at Tempoross at all. The only time I've been there is like shortly after it came out. So it's been a while. It's like a year and a half pretty much since I've been there, and there's a lot of stuff to get here in the collection log, and I care about seeing this number go up. It is very important to me. And I don't think I'll be needing the mining cape because it gives you a chance to get double ore, but it only works up through Addy, not for like amethyst or anything. To get to Tempoross, there's this boat that they added in Al Kharid, and it takes you right there. And for those of you that don't know what Tempoross is, it's sort of like the equivalent of Winter Toad, but for fishing. Of course, the XP rates aren't as insane. It's not like 300k fishing XP per hour, but it's like the equivalent just for fishing. The XP rates are here on the wiki. There's two different ways you can do it. There's not cooking, which gets you more XP per hour, but less points. Or there's cooking, where you get a little bit less fishing XP per hour, but you get more points. And because I'm someone that cares about collection log, I would much rather go for the points than go for slightly more XP per hour when I'm eventually, theoretically, going to be getting a bunch of post 99 XP to finish all the fishing collection log stuff anyways. I do not have a dragon harpoon, but Spookdog got one a long time ago, and that is in the group storage, and I just unlocked 2 more group storage slots too. And it's nice because the dragon harpoon is equipable, so I don't have to waste an inventory spot for a regular harpoon. I also don't think I've ever equipped a dragon harpoon in old school RuneScape, ever. And it has a spec as well, which is why I have the light bearer. I'm probably not going to use the spec because I don't really care that much, but that is an option, and it boosts my fishing by 3. Actually, I guess the dragon harpoon wouldn't save an inventory space because instead of using regular harpoon, I would just do barbarian fishing, which gives you the same rates as using a regular harpoon. But this is better than using a regular harpoon. It has a 20% increased catch rate. With that out of the way, we're gonna pop on over to one of the official Tempoross worlds because there's always games going there. You can solo it, but I'll probably only solo just to get some of the combat tasks done later on. But yeah, it's been a while since I've been here. I'm sure after like 1 or 2 games, I'll get comfortable and remember everything that's going on. And we're starting off with 95 fishing, 481k to level, and we'll probably be here for a while this video because I wanted to stack up a bunch of reward permits. And I've unlocked a new music track, Temper of the Storm. More like Temper of the Ross, am I right? That one wasn't a good one. By the way, I have the Tempoross plugin on. I don't remember what it does because I got it like when Tempoross first came out, but I'm sure it's very useful here, so get this plugin if it's not already like a default one. The way the reward permits work, well, 1 permit is like 1 search of the pool. So for the first 2,000 points you score, you get 1 permit for that, and then every 700 beyond, yeah, I got 4,400. So every 700 beyond is 1 additional permit. And then between each of those 700 intervals, it scales linearly. And from this first game, you can see I got 4 reward permits and a combat task. And it was 7.5k fishing XP. Hey, the chat box is also telling me what I should name this video. As I'm trying to remember the minigame, I'm pretty much just following where everyone else goes. I'm basically being a sheep. It looks like whenever Tempoross goes down, that's when people use their dragon harpoon specs. So that's when I'm going to use my dragon harpoon spec. And from the data I've gathered from this huge sample size of 1 game of Tempoross, it seems like a good time for me to start running back is at 40% to have just enough time to use up all the harpoon fish in my inventory. New combat task, Tempoross Novice. Isn't there a task to fix that? There's a combat task, wow. Hey, Tempoross champion at 10kc. Well, I came to the Redwoods tonight to just AFK while I eat and edit, and we have level 97 woodcutting, 2240 total. By the way, as I'm going back to doing some fishing toad here, I don't think the Rod's Blessing does anything. I just have it equipped just to have it equipped, but I don't think it actually helps. Well, before I go to bed, I'm just going to show the XP rate today. I did 60 games of Tempoross in 1 day. This is like almost 8 hours of Tempoross, averaging 55k fishing XP per hour. And this also means I average about 7 to 8 games per hour. Overnight last night, Jagex did server maintenance on US West worlds and Australian worlds, and I am US West. And look at this ping. Before, my ping used to be like mid to upper 20s, which is still really good. I didn't think it could get better than that though. Look at that. It's like below 20, 17 ping for that world. Yeah. Okay, we're good. No, we're not good. And hopefully this also means that when there's more than like 400 people on the world, that the worlds don't become like unplayably laggy. A 96 fishing, which means I can now catch sharks barehanded. And this leads me into the next question to ask myself of how long do I want to stay at Tempoross for? Maybe I'll stay till 97 fishing, or maybe I'll go for like a certain amount of reward permits. I'm not sure yet. I am having fun though, so I will continue to stay here for a while longer. I know I don't want to stay all the way to 99 fishing at Tempoross, and I said multiple times in the past that I was going to do minnows to 99, which I'm still committed to, but I mean, clearly the lie detector determined that that was a lie because I'm not at minnows right now and I'm still training fishing. But I do want to have like a long grind at minnows where my inventory is set up to do farm runs or herb runs specifically. And I would just be spending a couple weeks back and forth between minnows and doing herb runs until I get 99 fishing. So that's the plan for fishing. I just don't know when exactly I'll switch over to minnows. Whoa, wait, is that me? Wait, GIM Bean Man too. No way. I should call it 97 fishing or 1000 permits, but unlike UIM Loki's videos, I'll call it whichever comes last. 333 points, so I'm almost 1/3 of the way there if I am going for 1000. So I guess I'll get like 1,000,000 more XP if I do end up doing that. Oh, that would work out really well because I'm like 1,000,000 XP off from 97 fishing, so yes, okay, this will work out really well. Should I make a clip for 100 KC? No, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, we'll do it. You convinced me. Everyone's an NPC except for me. I mean, there's no way of knowing, like, proving otherwise, right? There's literally not a way to prove that it's not a simulation. And the greatest evidence that we are living in a simulation is the fact that we can create our own simulations, with RuneScape being an example of that. Therefore, how can we then prove that we are not in a simulation when we have the evidence to suggest that? Anyways, I've been watching a lot of UIM Loki. And they brought the wrong kind of bucket. I just wanted to mention that when you upgrade the Angler's outfit to the Spirit Angler's outfit, which is like a reward from the searching the reward permits, it is better to use that upgraded outfit for Tempoross because it has a rope built into it, so you don't have to have the rope in your inventory. That's what I would do and should do at around 400 permits. I think around 400 is the drop rate to get the expected amount of flakes that you would need for that. But you know what? Just for you guys, I'm going to save up 1,000 permits just to open them all at once. Just for you guys. So you better thank me for having -1 inventory spot. It's pretty rough though, man. Being down in an inventory spot, it's like super annoying. Before I go back to Tempoross, I just wanted to show we hit a huge milestone in the AFK woodcutting gains department tonight. 10,000 redwoods. My main with 200 mil woodcutting is just scoffing at that puny stack. That was like a weird subtle flex. I just got this combat task, Master of Buckets, because I put out 5 fires this fight because late at night the teams are really small, so you kind of have to do that more. Hey, good morning. There's a game update today, although there's nothing I want to show from the actual game update, but there was a RuneLite update today as well that has a cool new feature I want to show. There's an update to the NPC indicators plugin. So, you know, normally you shift, right click, and you could tag a monster or an NPC, but after you have it tagged, you can shift right click again, and you can now tag the color of it too. There were other plugins that allowed you to do this. They were really kind of inconvenient to set up though, but now this is just, I think this is a default plugin, NPC indicator, so it's cool that they made this option very convenient to set up, and I can think of a lot of places this could be useful, such as God Wards, for example, for tagging the minions. Oh, you could also choose specific styles to for each individual one, because before it was just like global, like everything would be just whichever one you chose on the plugin, but now you can make them individual based on the NPC. Yeah, there's been so many times where I accidentally left click on this person instead of tethering to the totem pole, so I just swapped the left click to walk, so it will not happen anymore. I gotta switch this guy as well to left click leave, so every time the game ends, I can just left click him. Wait, there's someone named Extra Dry Kip? What? Wow, what an amazing name. I mean, couldn't be me. I wouldn't know what that feels like. You're at 792 permits. Well, if I say permits in the video, will that trigger people if I say 792 permits. There was a recent update to beginner clues where now when you get a Charlie step, you don't have to actually create the item yourself. You could just like have a stack of them in the bank and then just bring it to him. So I just want to like test this out now and see if it works. I mean, it should work, right? At some point, I probably should just stock up on all the things that he could ask for and just have a big stack of all of them in the bank. Actually, I think there's a leather body spawn like right in this place, the building with the anvil there. But anyways, we'll use the, I don't even know if I've ever done a Charlie step before. Well, I just talked to him. Oh, and that works. Nice. I don't know if you've noticed throughout the videos that I've kind of accidentally not opened clues for a while. I said the last time I opened all the clues that I wouldn't save them anymore, but I guess that was kind of a lie because I have been saving them for a while. I have been opening some of them here and there, mostly just like usually when I'm on stream, I'll open them. But from this point on, I will not open any more clues until after max. And I'm thinking maybe like one of the first videos after max will just be a big clue opening of all the clues I've accumulated. But I will not show you how many clues I have so far. It's nothing crazy, but like there's a good amount. Especially once I'm fishing minnows going for 99, I'll get a lot of clues. So hopefully I'm not lazy and I actually go do a lot of them. If I do end up keeping stacks of all the Charlie items in the bank, that's gonna be like -8 bank spots. It's probably worth it. What? I just opened up the combat task list and I got, oh, maybe that's because they added the TOA combat achievement, so I probably had some stuff done already. Oh yes, 5 + 3. That would do it. Anyways, the reason why I opened the combat tasks was because I want to get all the Tempoross combat tasks before I get to 1k rewards and we move on from here. And this is really the only one that should be a challenge, Why Cook, which is to get 10 reward permits from 1 Tempoross KC. And to do that, I'm going to have to get 8,300 points in one game. I mean, in one boss fight. I want to mention that I think soloing Tempoross in general is just straight up better because you get more points, but I think it's the same amount of XP. I guess the only downside is that in a solo, you get less KC overall if you care about the high scores because the game or the KCs take longer. The other thing is that I think you have to pay a bit more attention when you're doing solos, which is why I have not been doing solos because I'm not very good at paying attention to the game while I'm streaming. The OSRS wiki has a page for every combat task, and the ones that actually require some mechanics, it has a guide for. So in this case, all I did is follow the steps exactly as laid out on the wiki, and it worked. Easy, first try, Why Cook and the Lone Angler. And the final Tempoross task is to fire both cannons from both sides. So after I finish up here, I'll run to the other side and fire from that cannon. Or from both of those cannons. Don't mind me, just switching teams. Fire this cannon, fire this one, and combat task. Yay, that's all the Tempoross tasks done. Beautiful, nice green log. Now we can just chillax for the rest of the time at Tempe until we get to the 1k permits. That dog is standing on water. 97 fishing. All right, well, as I said, it would be 97 fishing or 1,000 reward permits, whichever comes last. It's definitely not me. I never, never mind. Wait, did we just get a 1 down? I wasn't even paying attention. I just saw the PB and then I saw 2 permits. We just got a 1 down. Wow. First time it's ever happened to me before. Is this like pest control? Am I supposed to like tell everyone that it's my last round? No, no one more. I've spent way too much time here already. It's time to leave and be done. Okay, this is it. Once it ends, you will see 1,001. Oh no, I didn't get 1,000. I lied. Okay, I'm going to hop worlds before we leave here because there's a bunch of spam bots and I don't want them to be around while I'm doing the big opening. We got 1,001 Tempoross rewards in 229 KC. We have a completely empty collection log, and I think this is gonna take a long time to get all the rewards, so I'm just gonna start now and I can like talk while I'm doing it. I remember when I was doing this for Guardians of the Rift, I opened 1,500 searches for Guardians of the Rift, and that took me about an hour to do all that, so I don't know how long this is going to take, but probably at least half an hour to do all these searches. It's going pretty slow. Is that 3 ticks, I think? Oh, there we go. There's the first new collection log item, the Spirit Flakes. And speaking of the collection log items, let's take a look at the wiki. Maybe when I take this away, we'll have like a new collection log item. But here's all the drop rates for everything. For the uniques, the fish brills 1 out of 400, tackle box 1 out of 400, 1,600 for the big harpoon fish and the tome of water, and then 1 out of 8k for the dragon harpoon and the tiny temper. And I think soak page is a collection log slot too. Let's take this away and let's see if we got anything new. No. Okay, cool. And then RuneLight is keeping track of all the loot as well that we're gonna get from these searches. So I'm glad these stack, these caskets, because I thought I'd have to just keep unbanking every few minutes, but that's nice. Soak page, new collection log item. Oh yeah, I didn't mention like what I want the most. I don't really care that much about anything, but if I had to pick anything, I'd probably want the fish barrel because I could do 2 inventories of fish at once, which would be nice for fishing carumbons and for going for like the big stuff, like the big shark and the big bass and the big lobster I've been working on for a very long time. I still haven't gotten the big lobster yet, but hopefully before 99 fishing. I mean, obviously the pet's my first choice of drop, but in terms of like the realistic drops, I'd like the fish barrel. I just did the math. It's 3 ticks per open and 3 ticks is 1.8 seconds. If I have to do 1.8 seconds 1,000 times, that is 1,800 seconds, and 1,800 seconds is exactly 30 minutes. Yes, it was about 250 searches, and the first thing happens to be the fish barrel. Thank you, game. It's awesome. Okay. But yeah, as many collection logs slots as possible is what I'm hoping for from here. Oh. That's 1 out of 8,000. You can get those from like worms too, so not exactly the place I wanted to waste my RNG at, but it's still a new collection log slot. Bro, that literally could have been the pet, bro. But like unironically, kind of, because it is the same rate. Okay, we keep searching though. We got 600 left. There's still a chance. Some other fun stats to go over is that per game, I averaged about 7k fishing XP, and then, or per KC, sorry, I don't mean to disrespect Tempoross. And then per KC, I averaged 4.37 reward permits. My average fishing XP per hour was around 50 to 55k, depending on how much attention I was paying, which means that's about exactly 30 hours of Tempoross. So I guess you could also extrapolate that data to say 30 hours to get 1,000 reward permits is like 33 permits per hour, which is also about 7.5 Tempoross KC per hour. After I finish up with this, we'll still have these caskets to open up, and it's just like gems and jewelry and some rune alchable items, but you also get clue scrolls from them. So I'll knock out the clue scrolls, and we'll just add those into the stack to open up after max. Hey, there we go. There's another one, the tackle box, after about 900 searches, so a bit over double the rate. Ceradomin, in these last 25 searches, please give me the pet so I can flex on Spook so that she'll get really mad at me for getting so many pets before she's even gotten one. Amen. Yo, I for real be waking up extra early every day to be a hater, and that's on Ceradomin. Ooh, Tome of Water, hey. Yay, another collection log item. 3, 2, 1, the last search. No, gosh, always so unlucky. Okay, I'm gonna, it'd be really cute. So I have Spook Dog's Dragon Harpoon, and then I'm gonna take the Dragon Harpoon that I got and then put that in the group storage, and now that's her Dragon Harpoon. So now we'll each always have like a little piece of each other. Let's do a price check now of all this stuff that we just got. It is about 4 mil worth, or yeah, okay, took out the Dragon Harpoon already. With the Dragon Harpoon, though, it's a bit over 5 mil. So if you want to see this in the RuneLite loot tracker formatting, we'll take each of the pieces of Anglers over to Jita, and it's going to cost 1,200 per piece to turn the regular Angler's outfit into the Spirit Angler's outfit. And this gives the same 2.5% boost for fishing XP when you have it equipped. It has the perk of also acting as a rope, but only within the Tempoross boss fight. I don't think it counts as a rope anywhere else. So I got all the combat tasks done for Tempoross, and then that's also 10 new collection log slots. Yeah, I just figured I should probably like try to knock out a few fishing related collection log slots before getting 99 fishing. I know there's still other stuff to do as well, like aerial fishing or like the big shark, that kind of stuff. But this time for real from here on out for fishing, I will be committed to doing minnows the rest of the way to 99. Oh, that's cool. What is that? Is that an anglerfish? Oh, I get spirit anglers. Ah, that's funny. Man, imagine if anglerfish were real though. That'd probably be terrifying. Monkfish too. Oh my god. I'm so glad anglerfish and monkfish aren't real. I already have the dragon knife, the dragon throne axe, and then if we go into Slayer, I've also gotten the Dragon Sword and now the Dragon Harpoon, which means I can block worms, or I never have to go to worms ever again. I have everything completed. This is their unique drop table, just those 4. So it's kind of a good thing, I guess. It saves me from doing this task in the future. As for each of these items I got, the fish barrel lets you store 28 raw fish in it. So like I said, it's like having 2 inventories in one. The Tome of Water gives you 20% increased damage and accuracy when you're using water spells with it equipped. It affects curse spells, but not bind spells. Gives you unlimited water runes, and if you cast non-combat spells, then it does not consume charges. from the pages. And there's kind of a good and a bad effect of using the Tome of Water with ice spells. It does not give you that 20% accuracy and damage bonus for using ice spells, but you still get the unlimited water runes without taking away charges. So it's a trade-off, I guess. I think it makes sense that they have it that way, though. Here's the stats of it, +8, +8. And the last thing is the tackle box, which lets you store all of these items in there. You cannot store these items, however. Yeah, you can't store a tackle box within a tackle box. And you cannot use these items while they're stored. You still have to take them out of there to use them. As for all this other stuff in my inventory, this is actually quite a bit of cooking XP. I don't have to worry about cooking XP anyways, but we'll just toss this in the bank and hope I have enough bank space. Nice, exactly 1,000. I'll do a spring cleaning soon. It's still winter right now. I'll probably do it sooner than that. We also have the group storage too, so we can always store items in there. Anyways, let me just make sure I don't have any clues in the bank, and I will just knock out all these clues that we're going to get from here. Hard clue already. There's only one clue step in the game that requires a headband, and only one clue step in the game that requires a crozier. And I only have one headband. I think I have a couple croziers, but I'm going to build the stash unit here. And now I don't have to keep taking these out the POH every time I get this clue step, because that's what I've been doing for a while. Dude, I've like just started and I keep getting clue scrolls. You saw the drop rates. They're not like super common, but all I do is I get the casket, and I just stand here and open caskets until I inevitably, very shortly after, get the next clue scroll. Oh my god, dude. These are 1 out of 33. It's a good thing. It's not like a bad thing I'm getting a bunch of clues. I'd rather get a bunch of them. It's going to take some time to finish opening these. I need a blue wizard robe, and that's not a robe. Okay, I have to kill wizards for it. The last one, will we get a clue scroll? No. Okay, so we ended up with 3 easies, 4 mediums, and a hard casket. And let's dump it all into the bank. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff left over. I probably should just alch this stuff, but it's kind of easier to just dump it all into the group storage. Kind of like shoving everything under your bed or into the closet. You just don't have to think about it for a while. Because why alch it when, like, bro, you don't know if you're going to need a Castle Wars bracelet someday or an inoculation bracelet. Okay, it is time to move on from Tempoross. The fishing XP gained in this video is about 1.6 mil, and you do get a bit of cooking XP as well. At least the way I was doing Tempoross, I gained, okay, well, it's probably not even worth showing, but also gained 550k woodcutting XP throughout this video in my AFK time. That's probably a bit more noteworthy. Next video is going to be another even bigger fishing video, because I have like 2.3 million XP to gain left until 99. And we're 35 levels off from max. So with that said, make sure to check out my duo teammate Spookdog's channel, which is linked below in every video description. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you have a great day, and I will see you again next time.